Hello everyone, welcome to a new live stream. Sorry, my mic was muted again. Never mind, so we didn't start yet. I'm just showing here that we are in dominance Bitcoin and not Bitcoin. Hello everyone, let me welcome you first. Mohammed Ted, Aladdin, welcome. AB, nice to see you, man. And MT, good afternoon, bro. And the Badner, FET, we're gonna do this. Of course, FET and Sui, yes, definitely. DK, no sound. Now there is sound, yes. um, I think I think now it is working, right? Just confirm, please. GC, hi. How you doing, man? Hello, hello. All right. So, can you please confirm if is sound, if the audio is okay? Just to move on. Injective, yes, we're gonna do injective and Ethereum. Definitely, Ahmed, welcome. I just still need confirmation that the sound is working. All right, no one. I'm gonna wait. Yes, sound is okay. Thank you. All right. Okay, let's do ICP as well. Yes, sure. Let's start with writing this list. So first we're gonna do, of course, some main list, which is Bitcoin. The main one, of course, guys, FET, SUI, which are already requested, so that is good. We're gonna do AVAX, F4MT as well, already requested before. And then what else? We're gonna do the most bullish one, which are render. We have BGB, we have injective, of course, and tau. And yeah, so basically this is the main list. Those are the most bullish one. By the way, they are still there as spot coins. If you are interested in spot, we did the live streams, the last one, of course, which are, of course, by ranks. The most impulsive one that it might have a really high performance. So yeah, it's nice to be selective even when you buy your coins, right? So that is some coins which it might return much more than the others. All right, so let's see if we have AI for Mohammed. Here we go, AI 16. And then we have a PL, AB. I don't know what you requested. I don't know if PL. All right. So let's see, SPX 6900. BGB is already in on the main list. JASMY, JASMY. All right. AVAX already in the list. What do we have else? Injective already in the list. Ethereum. Well, I'm gonna put Ethereum in the special request actually. All right. ICP, we're gonna take a look. ICP. We have ALGORAND. All right, for Robert. Welcome, Robert. Okay, and then okay, Algorand, and then VET, VChain. Okay, those are so far the special request, and of course the main list. We're gonna start with Bitcoin first. We're gonna see what do we have in Bitcoin. And I think we might see some longs, yeah, soon, very soon. But let me check the timing. We are starting at, what is the time? Okay. I don't know why I cannot get the time. All right. Here we go. Okay, I got it. 10 minutes, 40. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna start with Bitcoin to see what's going on. We might get some lungs. Don't forget the Bitcoin dominance is bleeding very much. Okay, so giving much more chances for the altcoins. That doesn't mean that Bitcoin cannot be impulsive. Again, I repeat, it still can be moving toward the upside. We are looking in a high possibility at W, X, and a Y, A, B, C, D, and an E. So in few hours, I believe today night, we might start to move toward the upside after, of course, finishing currently we finished A and a B. Now very close to finish the wave C. You're gonna have a few hours for the D and few hours for the E and moving toward the upside. And that might be, of course, between midnight, potentially today. Yeah, so potentially tomorrow might be a volatile day, might be a green one, and especially that it is Sunday. Some markets like the Asian markets opens a little bit earlier afternoon Sunday, and we might start, of course, the move towards the upside for a wave 5 potentially. Don't forget that we have double scenarios. We have bullish, which is high possibility, of course, continuation for new all-time high, to the blue zone, where we saw, of course, in our deep analysis, we might be, of course, in a B, of course, wave B overshooting the wave A, the top here, as an expanding flat, and then moving toward the downside later on, of course, once we get around the 126, 120K for Bitcoin. Very nice numbers. So it would be really nice to see it. And don't think that this is gonna be the end. This is not the end. It's gonna be a very fast move down and very fast retaliation moving towards 200K. And you can watch, of course, the deep analysis for this scenario, that it might happen in very high possibility, because this is your ABCs. This was your bear market. It gives you double chances for all-time highs. How much beautiful is that, right? So we're gonna get, of course, one massive move toward the upside after all. All right, so this is for Bitcoin. For Bitcoin right now, nothing really important, but potentially, of course, a few hours later, we might start to move towards the upside. Okay, so that is in briefly the Bitcoin. Let's see the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is bleeding very, very heavily, right? We can see a very huge candles toward the downside, signaling, of course, an impulse. And starting with an impulse, you can consider it is an A, B, and a C, or it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And a higher possibility, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Why? Because, of course, if we take a look in out of the box, we are already in a triangle, and we have already almost hit even much better position than expected. Yeah, so you can expect here that it is, of course, like a broken breakout, but basically, of course, it's still in a triangle. What you would like to see is taking the invalidation of this triangle, but I doubt it that Bitcoin will take it, which is at around 73%. And that was, of course, for the older cycle, or for the past cycle, which it was, of course, really possible to have it. Now with this cycle, as you can see, with more altcoins entering the crypto market, we can see how much it becomes also a little bit harder for Bitcoin to take dominance, right? We don't see really clear impulse toward the upside like before, but still, of course, Bitcoin is gonna dominate the market at the end. It is still over 50%. We are 63%, which is really nice number based on the cycle number as well, right? Each cycle, the dominance is moving a little bit lower than the previous one, and here we go. This cycle for the altcoins that it might unfold might be very fast and might be shorter than the before one as well. So of course, it might be fast and short. It doesn't mean that you cannot make a lot of profit with it. It can be, of course, booming for many altcoins, even like more than before. This doesn't mean if it is short, it doesn't mean that altcoins will not like explode more than ever. Yeah, so this is the idea. All right, so that was regarding Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin as well. So let's start with the FET. FET is also exploding since yesterday, and we saw some really nice longs. So let's move for it at 16 FET. All right. So for FET, we have, of course, a very nice impulse toward the upside. And of course, in the last live stream, we were saying, okay, FET looks like a little bit heavy, and he couldn't reach higher than 1.27 for a wave 3, but I was expecting a wave 5 to be, of course, very extended. And of course, obviously, FET was upset and has exploded toward the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 potentially to hit that blue box as an extended wave 5, potentially even to get the 1.23 as 1-to-1 fib level. Very possible. Why? Because your wave F3 is very short. You might have, of course, a longer wave 5, meaning you would like to see a wave 5 at least longer than the wave 3, meaning minimum target can be, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level, 1.23, and that means, of course, from the current price is around 45%. Nice. All right, so basically we are in a wave 3 toward the upside, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5. The wave 5 might be also extended inside this wave 5. Samir, welcome, hello. Al, magnificent 5 BGB render FET injected Sufi. Yeah, Sui as well. Yeah, it's gonna be Mayo fish. Hey, could you look at W and Zeus, please? What is W and Zeus? Zeus might be, of course, a... Okay, I'm gonna write this. Just clarify what should I look for as capitals, okay, for the coin that you are requesting, please. And if possible, the all-time history of the platform, that would be nice. Yeah, so basically FET, we have, of course, a wave 1, wave 2 potentially. Wave 2, this is very deep, by the way. It might not be deeper. It might be, of course, finishing an impulse toward the upside, wave 1, wave 3, of course, and then continuation toward the upside. Looking outside of the box, we are looking here for a potential wave 5, right? Wave 5. Minimum wave 5. This is the minimum target, minimum scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leading diagonals. This is the last what you can have for FET, and I'm looking for such a zigzag. Meaning, once we finish this impulse with this extended wave 5, we might finish a wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a finished wave A, B, and a C correction, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I would like to see definitely the high taken, the all-time high taken, okay? $3.7, all right? Now, as a target, wave 5 can reach, of course, the $9, okay, as a target, 0.786. But don't forget the 0.618 is also a target for wave 5, which is $4.77. Okay, so we have to be precautious once we enter, of course, this blue zone, right? Now, of course, we're gonna analyze step by step. What if we have still potentials for higher and so on? We have to count the micros and etc. But yeah, you can. I mean, I cannot promise with the $9. Just that no one comes later and you tell me, oh, but you said it will be $9. It became just to the 4, which is half of it, and you have the right to complain, right? So I'm clarifying this. Okay, so $4 is also very potential. Okay, and by the way, why $9 has much more possibility? Because as another scenario where you have an A and then B, and you're looking for a wave C, the wave C is also a target. Okay, is also a target at $9 for the 1-to-1 fib level in confluence with the 0.786 in a leading diagonal wave 5. So a beautiful target, I would say. $9 is in sight as well, but be careful, we might of course hit less. Don't forget that FET is moving right now logarithmic. So this is the idea, like logarithmic is when you move a little bit toward the upside, you might move the double, okay? we're entering the, I don't know how to call it, the banana, the logarithmic one as, or parabolic one, I don't know, call it whatever you want. But for me, as scientifically a little bit, I call it logarithmic in percentage, okay, and not in price anymore, right? Once you are in this area, because small move towards the upside is just simply gonna double. Yeah. So here we go. That was for FET. Okay, so let's move for SUI. And SUI is the most powerful one, actually, in altcoins right now. The highest performance, the highest amount of revenue is SUI. So for SUI, as you might have seen, with this wave 1, which is supposed to be a wave 1, SUI has already passed the previous correction, only with the wave 1. And that might mean it's a huge impulse toward the upside. If we are moving as well logarithmic and in percentage and very intense, very possible that the $14 is in sight just with this move, guys. Just by looking at this wave 1, this wave 2, if you get a wave 3, it's already $9. The wave 3 is already at $9. Imagine 4 and a 5 where it's gonna be. Very interesting for SUI. So SUI might also see some push today night. I'm expecting, of course, to move for higher. Now, of course, we have several scenarios unfolding for this correction. You might see, of course, a lot of stuff here because I'm trading SUI, especially, of course. And as you can see, right now we are in a potential A, B, C. The wave C is extended, and now it has finished a wave D again, and it's moving for a wave E, potentially. So the wave E can be potentially soon or unfolding right now, and the explosion might start, of course, in few hours or in few minutes even. Nobody knows. The wave E, of course, can be deep, or it can be to the middle of this triangle and then moving toward the upside. Another scenario that I'm exploring here, let's go 15 minutes, is whether we are in an A, B, and you're looking for a wave C as ending diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning one more leg toward the downside can finish this ending diagonal. Last scenario I was exploring, what if we move even lower to the 0.38 fib level, moving in 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then finally 3 waves down as a wave Y. W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y is a flat also. Obviously, this did not happen, and obviously, we're moving for higher from there. Just simply as a triangle, or it can be also a W, X, and a Y. The wave Y is also expanding, or higher potential is ABC. Yeah? In case the worst case scenario right now, after this price action, a higher case scenario is, of course, a wave C. Finishing, ending diagonal, explosion toward the upside. Otherwise, wave E moving towards the upside, meaning SUI will not revisit potentially this area. It's gonna move towards the upside. Very interesting for SUI. And SUI has, of course, the next target is minimum around the 0.618, 1.618. And that means we're talking about $4.7 minimum. But for me, even, well, I have much higher expectation even. I'm looking for this wave 5, the big one, because again, as I mentioned on the daily, the impulse is huge, and I prefer to take the main wave 1 here because you are in 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your wave 5. Now this target here, the blue box, is based on this wave 1 here, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But this blue box here is based on this wave 1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Therefore, I'm looking even for the $5.5 for SUI. Very interesting. Now, of course, I'm going to start to be precautious starting from this area, right? Depends on your plan and strategy, guys. I'm gonna start to be precautious somehow in my strategy. Maybe I get out with some profit and so on in case it moves down. Well, I don't want to lose all of this, right? You don't want to lose it once you get up and then, okay, saying, okay, but I'm gonna wait for the 5.5, and then it might move down because it is a target as well. Okay, so it might move down for a wave 2. Don't forget that is a wave 2 next. Okay, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be finished. You need 3 waves down, so you don't want to lose the whole trade, right? So you want to have a plan and strategy, right, in this area. And then, of course, based on my plan, of course, I'm gonna still inside the trade until it gets there, but of course with my own strategy as well. Cool, guys. So yes, this is what I'm looking for in SUI. SUI is very impulsive and still looking for minimum target right now for a wave 1 at 5.5 or potentially $4.5. From there, we can say, of course, SUI can move for a very shallow wave 2. And that means after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you might have shallow wave 2, 0.38, explosion toward the upside. Okay, this is regarding SUI. Robert, can you have a look at a Polygon MATIC? Yes, with pleasure, bro. MATIC. All right, W equal wormhole. I mean, okay, I would never know this, bro. Yes, Miyu. Yeah, I know what the cat says. Okay, man, nice, funny. All right, so next is AVAX. AVAX is very interesting as well. We're gonna see AVAX. Well, interesting from. You see, guys, you need to be selective. I mean, I'm not saying that AVAX will not move up, but it's not very impulsive like we saw SUI, like we see FET, render, etc. You know what I mean. So in AVAX we have several scenarios, right, in the dailies. Let me check. What is that? Okay, this belongs to the daily then. Let me pack it in the daily. Here we go. All right, so what we are looking at here in AVAX is several scenarios, of course, as you might have seen. We have a lot. We have A, B, C, D, and an E. Triangle. Meaning you would like to move towards the upside anyway right now. If you are in a triangle, you would like to see a wave E, and wave E might be a zigzag. Okay, this is the first possible scenario. Another scenario is that you might have an impulse here as a wave A. In the blue scenario, you're looking for a wave B, you're looking for a wave C. Your wave C has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, at least ending diagonal. If this is a zigzag correction, zigzag correction, and zigzag again, okay, that might be an ending diagonal. And also it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I mean, as an impulse, but higher potential due to the large wave here. It looks much more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending diagonal. Another scenario similar to the ABC is a W, X, and a Y. The wave Y from your X here finish, of course, 3 waves down. You would like to finish simply 3 waves up, meaning A, B, and a C. 3 waves up or impulse, let's say. 3 waves down correction, impulse. All right? 1-to-1 fib level might be your target. Meaning right now, guys, in AVAX, in all bullish and bearish scenarios, you're moving toward the upside. Wave E, wave Y, wave C, right? Final scenario, if you are in a wave 1, impulse, big wave 2 here, or 1, 2, big wave 2 in orange, and you are in a formation of another big 1, 2 for your wave 3, you would like to see AVAX exploding with SpaceX or something towards the moon, right? Because this is your 1, 2, right? It's so big, it's so huge, and that means if this is gonna explode at wave 3 after double 1, 2s here, which are very huge, you have to expect a huge scenario for AVAX. Okay. However, this scenario, the one where you can start to think about it, once you invalidate this triangle. Because in all case scenario, you're moving toward the upside for a wave E, for a wave Y, for a wave C, or for the moon. Okay, you would like to first thing of all, of course, invalidate a triangle. Why? Because you want to make sure, okay, we finished the wave E, passed, right? Next scenario is the wave Y. The wave Y has to be 1-to-1 fib level, right? Almost. If you pass the 1-to-1 fib level, overshooting, cool. We're getting closer to a wave 3 or a wave C, right? Once you finish here 5 waves, your wave C is done, is finished. Okay, that was the wave C. We move down, but we move in 3 waves. Okay, then it's a wave 3. Here where you get exactly the answer. Oh, we are going to the moon, right? And therefore, that's why in all bullish and bearish scenario, it is toward the upside. And that's why you have to start from there and hold on. Estimation of each scenario, okay? And then, all right, we're moving toward the upside. I stay in, I keep it in, right? This is how the things work in trading, guys. So, I mean, based on Elliott wave, of course. Not that's why I love Elliott wave. Yeah. So this is thing. I mean, AVAX is very bullish, right? It's very bullish. All right. So Pepe, please. All right, Samir, we're gonna do Pepe. The frog go crazy. All right, we're gonna see. Fahim, KG, how many days are left in the free copy trading on between? Once you're in, bro. No worries. I never put people outside. I hope you keep it open for at least 1 year. You're very welcome, bro. Always. Guys, don't forget, Bitunix is our partner right now and is offering a nice deal only for KG Trading subscribers. You can use the referral link in the description, of course, of the videos, and you can get 20% over your deposit as a future bonus. And of course, for now, we're opening for 1 month for copy trading on Bitunix. You don't have to be in membership as well for it. So yeah, if you would like to visit the copy trading, you can see also all the description, all the information in the description below as well. All right, guys. And once you're in, for Fahim and everyone. All right, guys. So, okay. So basically, what we are looking for AVAX is simply moving towards the upside. Now, I know on the 1 hour chart, it doesn't look like really strong, but it might get stronger. Yeah, it might get stronger. I mean, this move here is a rocket. Yeah, this is a rocket towards the upside, and this has a lot of potential of continuation for higher prices. Despite that, this looks like 3 waves up and 3 waves down. Yeah, despite this, it can be double 1, 2. Yeah, it still can be a leading diagonal, wave 1, 2. And then, yeah, this is a problem with this one here, right? This is problematic. Okay, it cannot be really 1, 2, honestly. But yeah, still has potential. What if a 1, A, B, and a C then? I always find some trick to make an impulse. But actually, it's not I'm making this trick. It can be a possibility, guys. Here we go. This is your wave 1 here. 1 and wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 2 is an WX and a Y. Here we go. 1, 2. So this wave here is a WX and a Y. WX and a Y. Yeah, this can be a Y as well. All right. Yeah, exactly, zigzag. And then explosion toward the upside for after a wave 2, you're moving, of course, for higher here. And that means, oh, I have the scenario already in orange. Okay, now it is in white, and better to follow this one. It looks like we were expecting higher wave 1. but that did not happen. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna remove all of this. And also, I think I'm gonna move. Okay, what if ABC? Yes, potential, very potential ABC. I'm gonna remove this, clean up, B and a C. Here we go. Now, how we start to estimate the price for AVAX? We have, of course, 1-to-1 fib level. All right. So where is my? Here we go. Wave C, regular flat. Okay. Once we break this, guys. Once we break the 1-to-1 fib level, which I believe it's gonna slice it like a butter. Yeah, because with this sharp move, I believe AVAX is not gonna take a chance, yeah, to stop even. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is what it might happen, guys. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure almost of this. To make it much more clearer as well, I would like to check the daily here. Yeah, thank you very much. Here we go. Bullish cross. Okay, on the daily. Very interesting. Moving toward the upside, it might be, of course, the daily. This, what you are looking right now, is the start. Therefore, you know what to do, guys. No financial advice. But here we go. Okay. Yeah, very interesting for AVAX. Very bullish. Well, what can I say? For now, it is bullish at least until $30. You're still at 24, which is interesting as well. All right. Okay, so that was for AVAX. I think we start AVAX so much before. I think at 30 minutes somehow. All right, right now we are at 38 for Render. Also Render, second in rank for the altcoins as well. Render is also very, very, what can I say about Render? It's very strong move that even it doesn't take a breath, all right? What I mean was this impulse here toward the upside, look at this retracement, is nothing. It doesn't, how to say? I don't know how to say, but it didn't reach the 0.38, guys. You see how much far it is? This is your 0.38 from the bottom to the top and is moving, rocketing toward the upside. So, yeah, I'm afraid to call it a 1-2 because it is mandatory to have a 0.32. Even like on the linear, you did not reach it. Yeah, this is a linear right now. We did not reach the 0.38 and then you're moving toward the upside. After an ABC correction or WXY, obviously. Very interesting. Now, I'm afraid of it, but I mean, is it doing the same as Bitcoin do? Not reaching the 0.38, moving from 0.23, that's insane, right? Well, it's crypto market. I don't know. I mean, at least we're gonna have a 1-to-1 fib level, therefore. At least, because in this case, I have to keep in mind that the wave C is unfolding as a zigzag, okay, which is a corrective wave. But in a bigger view, I don't see this, right? I see a huge move toward the upside. 3 main bullish scenario against 1 bearish scenario, which is the bearish scenario. You would like exactly to finish this. I'm gonna show you what do I mean. I'm gonna keep this track and go to the daily. Here we go. Our bullish scenarios are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 5 minimum toward the upside. This is the last scenario that you might have, which is the all-time high, $12 or $13. A, B, and a C finished wave A. ABC finished wave B. You're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave C, of course, might hit even over $30. Finally, double 1, 2. This is the ultimate bullish scenario, which is, I'm afraid of it, that it starts right now with 1, 2 without reaching the 0.38. That means a lot. And this might be the ultimate bullish scenario. Wave 3 towards the upside. And this was the signal. Unless we are bearish still, wave B, and like I should calm down. And like Elliott wave reminds me, okay, stay on Earth. And it might be, of course, a wave B. Yeah, after A, B, C, wave B, longer bearish scenario and moving toward the downside. Okay, therefore, of course, we have to re-estimate where exactly at the 1-to-1 fib level. 7 point, let's say $8 to be re-estimated at $8. Right now, it's just moving towards the upside from $5 to $8. So yeah, you know what to do again. Be careful, guys. No financial advice again. Why not? We are wave 5 now. Okay, I mean render maybe we are in a wave 5 like other coin. It's hard to say it. It's hard to say it. First, you got a correction here, right? Very, very big correction, which it doesn't match anything here. Okay, what you had as a correction here is this one and this one and this one. Now this is double wave 2, which is wave 4, wave 2, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished wave 1. And remember the last analysis, I mentioned this by the way, that in render is a little bit tricky, that you might have, as you can see, that is scenario 1, scenario 2 timing here. Because you might have, let's say you finished a wave 1 here, or a wave A, or a wave 1, right? Your wave 2 has to unfold with this timing here. After this correction. Sorry guys for the sounds. Alright? Wave B or a wave 2 has to finish here. Okay? Now, because we finished almost here, and we're moving toward the upside without reaching the 1.38, 1.618, by the way, which it was supposed to be an expanding flat. Look how much stronger it is. It gives higher potential for a wave B because it's a big correction, long in time, meaning it's a separation between two structures, right? And we already clarified how this is working here. So that means, of course, this is your wave B or wave 2, which is wave 2 to the moon again. Yeah. So this right now, what happened in render might be two things. Whether it is a wave B, stay humble, or wave 2 to the moon. One of these two scenarios, guys. Okay. Yeah, so, and this is a finished impulse, definitely here. Finished impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we finished on time and then moving toward the upside. Unless, I don't know, if the market is gonna flip on us and having 3 waves down, I don't know, this is gonna turn corrective wave B, expanding flat, and then moving down again, taking us to the second scenario time. That is incredible, right? Yeah, so that will be incredible. And to make sure, here we go. I mean, I already thought about it. That's why we have the expanding flat wave B. Did we pass the 1.38? No. Yes, yes. We passed it and overshoot it, meaning this scenario is very low possibility right now. Here we go. You're still moving toward the upside. Therefore, one of these scenarios, there is no other. 1, 2 to the moon, or A, B, and a C, and stay on Earth. Alright guys, so that was for render. And I don't know, for my point of view, because of the daily scenarios that I see with the high potential of bullish scenarios, I see render to the moon. Yeah, despite that it didn't reach the 0.38 on linear and not on the logarithmic. but why I also tend to be much more bullish? It's not just Elliott wave, but fundamentally, this coin, this render has a potential project behind it, and it's very interesting. Yeah, it's a very interesting project. It's all related to rendering and to 3D, and yeah, so something very very futuristic, I would say. Yeah, so that's why. Cool. So that was for render. Yeah, and that's why it is in second spot, and it might get to the first even after Sui. I don't know. All right, Mohammed, to the moon with SpaceX. Yeah, exactly. We have to book one uh, from Elon Musk. All right, next is BGB. So we have BGB, also another moon coin. Let's take a look at it. BGB is one of the most interesting spot coins if you want to trade spot as well. That is also very interesting because we have, of course, yeah, a bullish scenario which it has started already in all cases again. In all cases, it means in bullish and bearish. What retracements for render? I didn't. I already explained it. Now it's 1-to-1 Fib level, bro. It's $8. All right. There is no retracement, as I mentioned. We passed the wave B, expanding flat and giving higher potential to the moon, to the $8, not to the moon, to the $8 right now, and to be re-estimated. Okay, so BGB bullish scenario. You have a ultimate bullish scenario 1-2, and then you have a huge wave 3 towards the upside, a 4 and a 5. Inside your wave 3, you are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 sideways, and a wave 5 impulsive, extensive, call it whatever you want, unfinished yet, and still need one more leg toward the upside from the box of opportunity again. If you remember this, it has been more than 2 months, I think, for BGB, right, guys? More than 2 months is calling this blue box, and whatever it's gonna happen, we're moving toward the upside, right? In bearish scenario, in a bearish scenario, you have 3 waves toward the upside. A finished wave A, you're looking to a sideways wave B, you're looking for a final wave C toward the upside, which it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same scenario, wave 5 has to finish over there. Finally, another scenarios, even trying to tackle all the scenarios here, where we have potentially an A, B, and a C as I don't know how I deleted by mistake, but still have it in mind. Here we go. So finishing here as a potential impulse towards the upside, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. A finished wave 1. You're looking for a wave, finished wave A. You're looking for a wave B right now, and then you're looking for a wave C even higher than this blue box. Very interesting. Okay. This is A, B, and a C, zigzag. Impulse, correction, impulse. Ultimate bullish, very high, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 waves, 3 1-2s. We're looking for a wave 3 in yellow, 4 and a 5, a 4 and a 5, a 4 and a 5 towards the upside. Continuation forever. Yep. Very, very interesting one. So, well, if BGB was much more in trusted coins, I would put it in the first place. But it's not like really trusted more than Render and Sui. And that's why, of course, still in third place in our list here. Okay. But still very bullish, guys. Okay. So internally, if you want to see internally what's going on, internally we have simply a 1-2. We have finished a WX and a Y here. A very complex structure, WX, and you got your Y as another zigzag. And then we got a leading diagonal, perfect for an impulse. So 1, 2, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 3 might be very, very impulsive. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave 3, by the way, and not finished yet. Oh, that's today. Oh my God! Today we should we should have start with BGB. Very interesting. I see this coin very interesting. All right, so wave 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 3 is not finished yet, guys. It's not finished. Let me check volume. Yeah, here we go. This is your wave 3. Your wave 5 of wave 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning one more leg for wave 3, then 4, then 5. Cool. Why is it moving so fast? I just want to check, guys, because we are also in copy trading. Here we go. All right. Okay. Yes. So as we mentioned, we might start to move toward the upside sooner or later, very soon as well. All right. Okay. Most welcome, Abudi. Nice to see you, man. All right. So let's go to Injective, the other rocket. All right. Injective. Here we go. Injective is another rocket from SpaceX. Let's take a look on the daily. All right. Now you see, of course, that an extended wave 5 or potential double 1-2. I'm gonna explain. BTC dumping. It's very obvious. Sorry, guys. I don't wanna. I mean, I love Bitcoin, guys, but it's just about Elliott wave as well. Okay. Let me check. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna dump, guys. It's still in the correction, but it's weak. It's not profitable now. It's altcoin. It's alt season, right? What do you think when could be the top of the bull run? I believe in October. Interesting. Interesting question. The timing. You're asking about the timing. Well, October is too far, bro. Wait a second. You mean bull run or this bull trend? Because we are not in a bull run right now. We are in alt season where Bitcoin is moving up correctively. Altcoin are performing because it is the alt season. Dominance is moving down. And then comes a very massive drop for Bitcoin. And then we start the bull run. So which one do you mean? Because this trend is gonna be finished in May, very soon, 1 month. And I told you the altcoins is gonna be very fast and very short. So the same for Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin start to dump, altcoins will dump also with it. Definitely. After performing like crazy, right? So that's why we see rockets right now. This is crypto market, guys. It's not gonna give you the chance to wait, to be secure or not, or it's trading is also psychologically you have to take the chances as well. Is now of course have the strategy, have the risk management and so on, but you have to take the chances. Okay, even looking at very strong movement towards the upside, most of you, I think, once you look at the trend and you see, but it's done, it's gone. If I enter now as a long, it's just gonna flip on me, right? And then it doubles or it triple this move that you are looking at it right now in just few days. This is a crypto market. All right. So basically, the timing, regarding the timing, for this, I'm going to answer both questions, by the way. The timing of the uptrend for Bitcoin, I hope that I didn't interrupt something. Yeah, I didn't start with Injective yet. All right, so basically, the timing of Bitcoin uptrend, we are looking here at wave B expanding flat. Here we go. So your expanding flat based on this wave A can range between the 1-to-1 fib level and until this level. which means until June 23. And I believe it might be faster. You can finish it even in 0.618. Here we go. From 0.618, most commonly is the 1-to-1 and the 0.618. This is the most common for expanding flat, because the wave B normally is very fast and it's like a blitz, and this is exactly what's going on. So that means I believe it's gonna be finished in May, or at end of May. But don't forget that now when we get one more leg toward the upside, we're gonna have a long sideways, boring sideways. We're gonna have a very boring sideways, like this one, guys. Again, you're gonna see this repeating. It's like a stairs until we reach here, and then boom, moving down. What do you think when could be the top of the bull run then? Now is the bull run. The bull run, for this, I have to go to the, let's go to the 2 weeks. Let's go to the parabolic. Yes, so now, timing of the bull run, that you start a bull run, is minimum on October 2025. If that was, yes, you said I believe in October, then yes, this is your question. But you said could be the top of the bull run. No, bro. You misunderstood it then. It's not a bull run, it's an uptrend. You are, oh God, you are in a bear market. Okay? We're moving, expanding flat wave V, taking the all-time high, but this is a bear market. Because the market is healthy, the bear market is going flat. Very simple. And this, when we say flat, it reflects the psychology. When you say zigzag, sharp, and deep, mean there is a lot of fear and a big correction. But it is flat because it's a very, very good market right now. All right, that was for timing for Bitcoin. When was this? Let's write it as well, because we had a lot of interruption here. So 51 is BTC uptrend. Just let's put a timing analysis. Okay. All right, injective. Okay. And if you connect all the things right now together between dominance, Bitcoin, altcoins, the things, how it works, if you connect those scenarios as per Elliott wave, you will realize, okay, I now see the market clear. I mean, this is for me. I hope that I got the message for you. I don't know if you got. Of course, you don't have to agree, guys. But for me, I see it a perfect image. All right, so for injective, we are looking at several scenarios as well. Bullish, we have a leading diagonal again, potentially 1-2, 1-2, and potentially A, B, and a C toward the upside. On the 1 hour chart, we are looking at two potential scenarios here. The highest one is a double 1-2, meaning this is your wave 3. This is impossible to have a wave 5. This cannot be a wave 5 after 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Knowing that this did not interfere with the zone 1, and of course the wave 3 has reached a perfect fib level for a wave 3, but I still see that the characteristic of this cannot be a wave 5. This is definitely a wave 3. Evidence for this. Oh, come on. Why there is no volume for this? You see, I have exclamation point, no volume data. Let's see injective USD and another one just for the volume right now. I don't know why crypto. Let's see Coinbase. Here we go. If we take a look at the volume on the 2 hours, let's take it even 4 hour charts. Here we go. Even let's see the daily. Let me check. Okay. Here we go. The highest amount of the volume on the daily since the start here is this one. Meaning, not this one. You see the volume? You see, the highest amount of volume is this one. And from there, I got, of course, the idea that injective currently is opening a wave 3 and not a wave 5. And this is the trick. 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. All right. Yeah, so that is for injective. Injective is very bullish, I would say. What do you think? When could... okay, that's already read. I thought we are on the end of bull run and we'll get parabolic move on altcoins. Well, I explained this today also in the deep analysis, if you have watched it also for Bitcoin. That is a possibility. I'm not saying it's no, but again, the possibility are very, very low. It was before 10%. For now, it is 3%, man, for a bull run. And let me explain again just for this bullish daily. Here we go. What you mean with this is this one, that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are, by the way, on the 4 days chart here. Yeah? This is the ultimate bullish. We're talking from the 16K here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is what you mean right now, that we're continuing the bull run. Because if we are continuing the bull run, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, triple 1, 2s, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 finished. Finish wave 3 here in the yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. The problem, first thing here, is that you pass the 5 time for this move here. Right? Let's go daily, maybe better. Here we go. You have bottomed exactly here. This is the 5th time. As you can see, you have passed the time for wave 4, man. Second thing is, okay, let's say time is never invalidation. It's still possible. It's a guideline. Okay, I'm with you. Let's walk with this. If we are moving with a wave 5 has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Or 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Or leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. One of these shapes has to be exactly starting here to call, of course, a wave 5. Now, if we start here, you have 1, 2, sideways, triangle, which is not allowed as a rule to be a wave 2. Even I left it here because, you know, what if Bitcoin is just breaking all the rules? All right, that's fine. Let's say 1, 2 broke the rules, then wave 3. Wave 3 is shorter than wave 1. Okay, I'm fine. If you have wave 3 shorter than the wave 1, meaning your wave 5 should be shorter than wave 3. Is it the case scenario? Definitely not. So currently, while taking this high right now, we got another invalidation for an impulse. Cool? How much cool is that? It's a very clear answer. Based on Elliott wave, of course. I mean, based on Moon Boys, it's to the moon. But based on Elliott wave, it is corrective. Corrective, taking the all-time high because it's not impossible. It's not impossible to have ABC, for example, because this is a wave B sideways, and then you get another wave B sideways, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very simple. 3 ways up, correction, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. What is so different from any Elliott wave scenario with this one, right? Nothing. So, yeah, this is why. And we are not in a bull run. We are in a bear market, which is very, very potential for a new all-time high in an expanding flat. Who understand Elliott waves will understand what do I mean with expanding flat. Meaning wave B has to take the high of a wave 5 in between those fib level, which are perfectly projecting inside those fib level. 1.23, 1.38 are the perfect fib level for a wave B in an expanding flat. A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And the days are coming, and we're gonna see this, if it's gonna unfold or not. Maybe I am mistaken. Nobody knows. But high potential, high probability is this one working right now. All right, guys. So again, I think injective we did it right. So I think we did this at 1 hour. All right, the final one is tau on the main list. And then we start with the special request. All right, for tau, let me just drink some water. All right. So for tau is also very impressive. I mean, it's nice. It's not really very like other coins. Now, some people, of course, might be angry hearing this, but I mean, I have to be honest with you guys. I cannot say I see it very, very impulsive like render, like SUI. It is impulsive. At the end, you got an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the structure here that you took the low almost before few dollars, few cents, I mean, is weakening the move toward the upside as an impulse wave 3. This gives you a wave 2 as ending diagonal potentially, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Or maybe this chart is mistaken, which is on MACD, okay? Is mistaken. I don't know. Let's check, by the way. Tau USD on crypto.com, for example. I just want to see this thing if I'm mistaken or not. No, you see, also it didn't took the low. Here we go. For this chart, also it didn't took the low. And it took only the 886. What else? Binance. All right. Yeah, also not. So it's more than enough for me. I think, yeah. So then I cannot say that we took the low. What does it mean taking the low or not? Because if you took the low here, I can simply consider this as a finished correction, ABC or WXNY. And then now I can consider, wow, we're moving in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But the problem is on all charts, we didn't took the low, meaning this still belonging to this one. And that means, of course, this is potentially an impulse, can be 1, 2. You're looking for another impulse wave 3, 4, and a 5 impulse as well for wave 5. Okay, so this is what I see, guys. All right, for tau. Now, basically, it can be, of course, a zigzag as well. This transforming to a zigzag because it is possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finished also zigzag A. You're looking at a zigzag wave 3. Okay, so for tau on the 1 hour chart, okay, after a triangle ABCDE, we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done, finished. Okay, almost finished. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished in gray. Here we go. All right, yeah. Maybe one more leg. Definitely can be one more leg towards the upside. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is next then? Next is, of course, you finished a big wave 1. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna downgrade this. So let's put it in the brackets. No need for the ABC anymore. This still can be an A. Now you can see for a wave B, wave C, 4 and a 5. That's perfect. And potentially therefore A1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is gonna be in the orange scenario in the round shape, meaning you're looking for a wave 3 or a wave C or 4 and a 5 after a wave 3. Now preferably to hit, of course, the blue box for a wave 5, but it did not happen. Okay? Alright guys, that was for tau, and I believe that we moved toward the downside. Of course, targets can be given once we finish in the top, of course. Alright, that was for tau. Let's move with, of course, the special request. Okay. All right, AI 16. Here we go. All right, for AI 16, let me check first the daily. Okay, on the daily, you are looking at an impulse, wave A or a wave 1, very nice move, corrective for wave B or a wave 2, and here we go, you move impulsively toward the upside. Impulsively, meaning right now you are in a formation of a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You're still looking for a wave 5 to finish a wave 1, and then continuation simply after a wave 2 here for a move toward the upside. This was for your wave 4, done, finished. We can remove it. Okay. Wave 4, okay. At the end, it finished the 1-to-1 fib level. Cool, the target. All right. Meaning, right now, you're still looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in a very small one. Here we go. Right. Targets, of course, are just simply taking the high minimum, or you can call this target. Here we go. Between 0.43, 0.40. All right. Finishing there, moving toward the downside for a wave 2. Okay. After finishing, of course, the wave 5, we can call a wave 2 target. This is what I see for AI. Robert, we didn't see massive alt season this year, bro. We just started. We just started. All right. So, basically, 1 hour. Robert, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just smiling because I mean I was explaining so many times this, and then Robert tell me we didn't see massive alt season, and I was explaining that it just started. All right, it's fine. Okay, SPX, SPX 6,900. I think this was, yeah, we took this one, which is wrapped on Ethereum. I don't know if this makes difference, but I believe it's not. It's the same. All right. So what do we have here is a potential A, B, and a C toward the upside. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave C, right? Potentially, you have also 1, 2, 3 toward the upside, where you have 1, 2, 3. You're looking at a wave 4 potentially, and it's a very sideways correction. Okay, where you have 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 3 waves down again, 3 waves up. Okay, several scenarios opens here, which it can be here your W, X, and a Y. Okay, your wave Y after W, X, and a Y. You might have a zigzag, you might have a flat, you might have a triangle for more sideways. Okay, meaning in all case scenarios, you might have bottom, by the way, as well. A, B, and a C. Nobody knows. Now you're looking for 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then continuation simply towards the upside. All right, that is for SPX. Alt season started 2 years ago with certain alts. Yeah. I mean, it depends. That's why you have to be selective, guys. I mean, right now, even during the dump of Bitcoin, you will see some altcoins moving up. I mean, that happened even before. So yeah, they are not so related to each other's anymore. Now they can influence each other's. Even Bitcoin can influence them, but they are not so much related anymore, guys. Okay. Yep. Umran, hi man, how you doing? Can VRA added to the list? Sure, let's add VRA. And everything else will be if we have more time, of course. Okay. 1 hour 13, I think. Okay. All right, let's do JASMY. Okay, but why alt season? Because of course, why I'm calling it alt season because you like it, guys. But for me, it's just simply those coins are just moving towards the upside. This is what it doesn't mean for me. Okay, because other coins I don't see the same thing. You know, it depends on the chart. So we are in. Okay, I'm gonna group this. All right. Well, we were in JASMY, right? Yes, JASMY. Even Ethereum. Yeah, interesting. Ethereum is on the list. We're gonna take a look. I'm not gonna say anything before I take a look and just see the chart. I don't have personal problems with it. So it's better to take a look at the chart and of course judge everything later. All right, so what we have on JASMY, we have W, X, and a Y potentially. Yeah, this is a very interesting scenario. 3 ways down, 3 ways up, A, B, C. And now you finish the correction and you move impulsively towards the upside. Another scenario is that you have A B, and a C. That is that would be bad because you would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning towards the downside. Okay, wave C. But if you are in a W, X, and a Y, your wave Y is done. It's finished here. Now, another scenario is a 1, 2. How this is a wave 1? Ah, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, that's true. Can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then wave 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, continuation toward the upside. This is also a bullish scenario. Let me move inside it as a wave. Okay. All right. I mean, it looks impulsive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You finish a wave 1. You're looking for a wave 2. Your wave 2 was shallow. Ooh, that was repeating render. Yeah, if you remember, the same like render. WX and a Y, not ABC even. WX and a Y not reaching the 0.30. Now, what is difference is, okay, on the linear you already reach it. Here we go. On the linear chart, you reach the 0.38. But the render on the linear, you didn't. Okay, this is the difference. Now we're moving very massively toward the upside. Yes, and target for minimum target is 1-to-1 fib level, right? But let me check again. No, it's higher. That was an old target. We need to upgrade. All right. Minimum target is 1-to-1 fib level 0.028. And that means, of course, you are looking at A, B, and a C zigzag and then moving down. Unless you break this crossroad here, you move directly to the 1.618, meaning a wave 3. And then moving, of course, 3 waves for a wave 4. And then continuation towards the upside for a wave 5. And in this case scenario, don't forget that we have an A, B, and a C as well, which is your bearish scenario. Continuation towards the downside after it. Okay, Robert. No, I said ETH didn't go higher than previous top in 2021. That's why I'm saying it wasn't a bull run. Yes, Ethereum is very, very weak since the previous cycle. That's true. And of course, I published many deep analysis for Ethereum, but I felt like it's not even for you guys. I mean, I'm talking not just the chart. It's you on the channel. You are not interested in it anymore. Let me just be honest. Based on statistic, Ethereum is not getting really views, likes, comments, and that means, of course, that you are not interested, and therefore you see me not analyzing it so much anymore. Yeah, you are much more interested in Solana, Sui, Render, Tau, Popcat, and yeah, I mean, if this is interest you, then of course this is where we should go, and I see it also through the charts. So I see even like connection between the channel statistic and the charts. How much beautiful is that? So that is an indicator. It's good to share it with you also. Yeah, so Muhammad, the fear is Trump destroyed? I don't know. You mean Trump coin? I'm not interested even. I'm not interested in it. Everything related to that guy, I'm not interested because whatever he says, even if he supports crypto, it's just dump. It's just manipulation when it comes to, I don't know. I just prefer to stay out of it. Ethereum. Yeah, here we go. Let's see Ethereum. All right. Well, we see some move, well, expected as well. If you remember, in the last analysis for Ethereum, we have three main scenarios, right? On the parabolic chart with Ethereum anyway, you can see that on the all-time history, the parabolic chart, I mean this curve, getting the all-time highs every cycle, has already curved toward the downside. It's not like Bitcoin still having potential for higher, right? And this was really affecting. And I was like, I drew this curve, we were still here in this cycle. And we didn't touch it here. And I was, okay, I'm interested when it has started to move up again. I was interested to see it touching this curve. And I was looking, okay, what's gonna happen in Ethereum? Would it break it? Like, I mean, would it like use it again as a support and moving towards the upside? Or it's gonna just continue with the curve? And obviously it has continued with the curve. Which is interesting also for Bitcoin later on. This study here, what we see on Ethereum, is interesting for Bitcoin later on. Because we have, of course, Bitcoin also a curve, but the curve is still going up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, 2 cycles is gonna become like this one here, moving down after 2 cycles. Or even 1, I don't know. We're gonna see again. All right. No, I mean destroying the old season. What do you mean? Moving for higher? Is that what you mean? Nothing can destroy the old season or any what you call it, guys. What do you mean? Let me check Trump. What's going on in Trump? Who cares? It's still $14. Who cares? I'm sorry, guys. I don't want this. It was $80 when you bought this coin, when he was like elected and you bought it, and moving down. How many losses? How many losses? I don't forget this. I don't forget the losses. Okay. So Ethereum. Yeah, let's go back to Ethereum. Okay, put please Trump out. I'm sorry, Mohammed. I'm not interested. All right. So okay, let's see Ethereum and all right. So we have a triangle, right? What happened with the mic? Okay, we have a triangle potential as a scenario. If you remember, here we go. We have finished wave C. We're moving to a wave D. E, and then impulse toward the upside, F4 and A, B and a C. After, of course, a finished impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a triangle for wave B, looking for a wave C. Targets are the 1-to-1 fib level, 9,000 and 6,000 for Ethereum. Another scenario is, of course, a double 1-2, where you might have, of course, a 1-2 and then 1-2. Your wave 2 here is a W, X, and a Y. Very sideways, W, X, and a Y. And then moving toward the upside for a wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. This is a healthy scenario for Ethereum if Ethereum is going back to be alive. You know, but we're going to talk fundamentally later once we finish the scenarios here. Final scenario is, of course, as I told you, once you start to pay with time, you have to expect less lower prices. That means you have to expect that you don't move for lower. If you pay with time, you're not gonna pay with numbers, with price. Okay, this is based on Elliott wave guideline as well. And that's why you're moving towards the upside, whether in triangle or you're moving for higher. Wave C is not possible anymore. And by the way, I told you, like, I don't see the number, like 750, come on, from 5,000. That is almost 10% what it was. So that's why I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, so basically, highest potential is this one or double 1-2. Well, now it comes the fundamental thing. Which one is unfolding? Basically, of course, highest possibility right now, you have to be careful from the wave D first. In case you get invalidation of triangle, here we go, it's time to add it, by the way. So invalidation of triangle at this price, that eliminates this scenario, or it's done, it's finished. Then you remove this one, okay, then you next one is your WXY in a wave 2 in the blue zone here. Okay, then you are looking for 1.618 for Ethereum. Yes, Anna finally is moving a little bit. Yes, Umran, alts do tend to follow Ethereum. Old fashioned, bro, old fashioned. Nobody follows anyone. It follows your passion to which coin. This is what it follows. I see that each coin is following its influence. Okay, so how much influence it has, this coin, on you guys, this is how it works. I don't see it anymore like, this follows. This is a very beginner analyst who would say this. Not analyst even. You cannot be an analyst. A very, very beginner trader who would say, this follows this, and altcoins follows Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin dump, altcoins dump. This is a very, very, very beginner. Okay, guys. I mean, it has times, as I said, it has influence sometimes. If Bitcoins like dump very fast, it has some influence because you say this, because you think this. Now Bitcoin is dumping, meaning this will affect the altcoin, and then yes, altcoins dump. Very simple. It's about also mentality inside the market and psychology. But now, because it is alt season and the crypto market is used to have an alt season, now we're gonna see the alts moving up and Bitcoin sideways or corrective, which it is the case. And when Bitcoin finish its correction, it's gonna dump very, very fast. Ooh, alt season is finished. Get out, get out, get out, get out, right? This is how it works. All right. Okay, that was for Ethereum. Ethereum is potentially looking for at least, I mean, you would like to see this 3,900 again hit to call the 8,000. Once you hit the 3,900, you can call the 8,000 as a target. Very simple. You would like to finish. You would like to invalidate A, B, C, D, E. If you get a wave D here and then you move for wave E, okay, then later on. See you later. I started in 2020, so I guess I'm kind of newbie. I didn't make gains, but I have a lot to learn. Bro, of course you can do a lot of gains and you can do a lot of money. It doesn't mean that I didn't say that you cannot do it. Okay, I didn't say this. I'm saying here to understand exactly what is behind the market and how the crypto right now working all together. Like, I mean, it's not like Bitcoin dump, then other coins has to dump. Otherwise, you just trade Bitcoin. Why should I just have some headaches with altcoins, for example, if it has no potential, right? So when you think, when you have this mentality like, oh, okay, altcoins just follow Bitcoin, or everyone or altcoins will follow Ethereum, then if right now all the altcoins are following Ethereum, then all of them should be dying, right? I mean, Ethereum it was like dying for a long time in time. Yeah, it was just ranging sideways. While SUI, Render, FET, Injective are just booming, right? They are all impulsive, all leading diagonals. So it's about Elliott wave, guys. It's maybe I'm too much into it every day, and I have each chart, guys. I can remember the scenarios of each chart in my head. Okay, to that far, because I see it every day. I repeat it every day, and so on. So even the connection between those charts in my head is already there. So this is what I'm trying to give it to you as a message as well. That I don't see perfect relation with altcoins, with Ethereum, for example. Ethereum is not the leader anymore, obviously, of the alts. Okay, very obviously. And now it is even Solana. I don't see it anymore. I see much more SUI or potentially Render is coming in, but SUI also is very interesting in performance, of course. Now Solana, it has become to a high price, right, over 100. But Solana, unfortunately, for example, I know that it is in a zigzag. Here we go. It is an A, B, and a C towards the downside, and I still keep this in mind. While other, if you take a look at the daily chart, it is the same like FET, Render, and Injective, but all of those coins have already finished this leg, and now they are moving towards the upside, meaning Solana is behind, man. Okay, and that's why I don't see Solana even as a leader for the alts again. Now, what is the potential to take all-time high? Bitcoin scenario: A, B, and a C, expanding flat. While SUI, Render, FET, boom, towards the upside. Okay, potentially, of course. Some of them are just leading diagonal wave 5, which it might end up the same. But if you take a look how much Solana can move up as performance, while FET, Render, Injective, how much performance they have in front of Solana. Okay? And this is what I mean, guys. This is what the channel is about as well. It's not just like, oh, I do analysis and give the chart. I'm also trying to give you even the best options and the best selection. No financial advice, of course. All right, guys. So that was for Ethereum. That was 1 hour 25. Okay. ICP, which, yeah. ICP, this coin also I have a little bit, I'm sensitive against it, because I have it also again in mind, and I remember that it is in an impulse, a huge impulse towards the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Done, finished. I never enter this coin because you see an impulse as a wave A or a wave 1, meaning you are in A, B, and a C, which is the case scenario. You're gonna finish in ending diagonal for a wave C, or you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and it's gonna die slowly, slowly, slowly. And that's why it's very, very, be careful. Now, on the 1 hour chart, of course, we see an impulse toward the upside potentially. But for me, I don't see this. Yeah, I see. Let me check. This, I think, yeah, here we go. So you have finished potentially here, WXNOY. Yeah, this has transformed to WXNOY. So WXNOY, okay. You finished a zigzag, X as a bridge, right? Umran, I know you, bro. Of course, bro. You don't have to tell me, bro. You are one of the most subscribers, have very, very early subscribers as well. And of course, I know it so much, bro. I know, and no worries, bro. So basically, what we are looking at is three ways towards the upside here, and that's why I don't see really an impulse, unless, of course, I'm gonna give you the bullish scenario. But be careful from ABC, ABC, and a wave C towards the upside. Now, your bullish scenario, of course, let's lay down first the ABC potential. Here we go, and then you have potential leading diagonal, right? And yeah, here we go. This is a leading diagonal. Wave 1 and wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. What is your wave 2 here? It is an A, B, and a C expanding flat, very simply. And then moving for higher. Targets, first of all, key levels, which is a target as well. 1 second. Wave C zigzag. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, time to remove this. You're very close to the target and the key level already. Why? Because because it's the chart. Yeah, because yeah. All right. So if you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which is very close to finish, you are finishing around the 1 to 1 fib level, which it might finish up an A, B, and a C. If you break this level, you would like to see a wave 3. Okay, very simple. Let's put this in the yellow. Okay, 3, 4, and a 5. All right. So you would like to see the price breaking the 5.7 to move for a wave 3, meaning 1.618, $6.66. Okay. But if it was not decisively broken and continuation, then of course you cannot call a wave 3. You have to be careful that it might come back towards the downside, all right, to finish what it has started, rather than W, X, and a Y, 4 and a 5, ending diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Be careful, okay? That was for ICP Algorand. 1 hour 38. Yep. All right, so Algorand. I think we did this last time, and you asked me for it, and I think it's yeah, it's not really good chart. Okay, I remember. Please don't ask me about this one anymore. Thank you, guys. I don't like it because first you start with kind of impulsive wave towards the downside, and whatever you have, you don't have an impulse for higher. So I'm not interested in this chart, and I'm not interested also that you get into it because nothing also looks impulsive in it. ABC invalidation. Okay, so you are not in an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You got invalidation. Yeah, so forget about it, guys. Sorry, guys. Mopi, can you please do AVAX? I think we did AVAX at 30 minutes. You can go there and find it, bro. Umran, just watch the point. Wanted to point that I do. Yes, already. I already read this. Umran, don't forget, don't understand me wrong, bro. When I talk about when I give you like some tips and so on, maybe it sounds like I'm teaching or something, bro. I'm not. I'm trying to give you my opinion, of course. You don't have to take it into consideration as well. You can have your own, and I'm always glad to listen to you, always. But the thing is that I don't see like just the same market as it was. It was the crypto market, like it was built that all the altcoins and Ethereum has to follow Bitcoin. This was the first cycle. The second cycle is start to have a slight deviation. then the third cycle, bigger deviation, and currently we are in the fourth cycle. I see even a bigger and bigger deviation from Bitcoin, and I see that each coin is start to work by itself. VeChain, okay, here we go. I bought ICP in February when Trump crashed the market. Could I recover? Price was $9. Oh. Yeah, as you saw, man, you have to hit the $5 first to get the potential 6, and then you take it from there. But yeah, sorry, bro, to hear. That's you see, guys, why I don't put this chart and I don't like to analyze it on the channel, because of course I want to spread the good, how to say, the good charts that it brings you to less stress. Yeah. Otherwise, okay, I mean, let's think about it. I'm doing a channel. I would like to have much more subscriber and bring you more information and accurate information, so I get more subscribers and I get success in my channel. Let us be honest. If I put a chart which has no potential and it might lead to a loss of 1 or 2 subscribers, I don't know, because once you get a loss, you might just decide, okay, I don't want to be in the crypto market anymore. I'm out, right? You unsubscribe, and I totally understand it, right? So, and that's why this is the purpose of the channel, guys. It's not just like, oh yeah, I'm Elliott Wave Analysis, you know. It's also about which content and which one I should really put in this channel. Now, in the beginning, maybe I started like, okay, let's discover other charts and so on. But now I'm a little bit much more focused on the channel. I would like just to add some interesting chart that it might give you less stress. Yeah, that is a point. I think the thing is also that this crypto world is also new. Eventually, like you say, most coin will follow their own path. Yes, it is right now very different crypto market. It's deviating from the other cycles. The crypto market is changing, and this is a trick anyway for any market. Even the stock market can do this always. But yeah, basically the crypto market is changing very, very fast and very decisively, and it's changing in time, by the way, not just in shape. It is changing in time, meaning it become faster every cycle. Interesting. All right, so where are we in VeChain? Yeah, for example, this coin, which I see some channels putting it, of course, for you guys. I don't know why. But for me, I wouldn't make a video for this, specialized for VeChain, okay? Because it has no potential. It might lead you to a massive loss. Why? Because nothing is impulsive here. You have 3 ways toward the upside. Where is your impulse for higher? Unless I'm looking at the wrong all-time history. If you have a all-time history for VeChain better than this one, please let me know. And I'm gonna give it a chance as well. Maybe we see something much longer. Here we go. Maxi. It's the same. Vet. No. And this is the difference between this channel and other channels, guys. I always seek after the all-time history, because if you don't look at the all-time history, you don't know exactly wherever you are. I know that many channels directly enter in the 1 hour chart and the daily, and directly, oh, we are there. Well, not for me. For me, I just want to see the first day that the first $1 has entered this chart, to see its effect later on. Because everything happened here is affecting what is going on here. And if some, I don't know, other analysis will tell you, oh, cool, we are in, I don't know, ABC finished ABC, we're looking for a huge wave C towards the upside. Okay, for example, or I don't know, they will call it 1-2, I believe so. And then moving for a huge impulse towards the upside, right? But what if you have an A 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and you're looking for a wave C as an ending diagonal, which is the highest possible scenario, right? And this is a big difference, especially that you got here 3 waves and not continuation for an impulse. And now you're wondering what is going on, why it's moving down, okay? But now it's moving up, okay, because it is simply influenced, but in a bigger view, it might come back, of course, and continue towards the downside. So be careful, especially that you are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 impulse towards the downside. Okay, now you know the difference, guys, on why I do this things, and why I start always with the all-time history overview for the bullish and bearish, because of course you want to see where are we, understand what we are looking at, and if you are spot holders, you have to be much more interested with the overview before getting in, right? So let's move in a V chain. So basically we have 3 ways up, 3 ways down. Okay, it can be of course continuation for higher as a 1-2 we were looking, and then invalidated towards the downside. Now other scenario, as I mentioned, in a bigger view, you are looking at WX and a Y, A, B, and a C. So be careful. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. So be careful from this one. A, B, and a C potentially. Now you have. It can be, of course, a WX and a Y. It can be a big WX and a Y, meaning you would like to see 3 waves anyway. And this is why you see, of course, a move towards the downside here. Other scenario can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, as I mentioned, in an ending diagonal. So be careful with it. Okay, despite what you see on other YouTube channels. So basically, you have here 1, 2, 3. You can count potentially 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, for wave 3, ABC wave 4, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, okay, fine. It's a nice impulse, right? And the problem with it is that you did not reach the 1-to-1 fib level. And that means this looks like 3 waves toward the upside, hitting only the uncommon target for 0.618. And you're looking at A, B, potentially wave C toward the upside. Meaning, let me clean up a little bit. I cannot call this wave 1-2 here. I cannot call it 1-2. This is a problem. I can call it, of course, wave A. Let me check. I'm gonna just check again. Okay, if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, okay. It can be possible a 1-2. It can be, but let me. This is a problem with the wave 1. I just want to check the length. Okay. No, yeah, we didn't do it. Okay, it is a short wave 3. That's why it is wave 5 extended. Okay, so it can be a wave 1. All right, it can be. Let's keep the possibility always. Maybe the market finds a new psychology as well. Nobody knows. I know I told you about the all-time history, but always as well keep all possibilities. So around yellow. Here we go. Right. Those are the main scenarios that you are looking right now for. As ABC, you would like to hit the 1-to-1 fib level. Obviously, you didn't reach on the logarithmic chart the 0.38. Obviously, on the linear chart, you hit it. Okay. Now, currently, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially, of course, it's a very, very strong one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It might, of course, finish an ABC. Be careful, all right? Because, yeah, I mean, it can be, of course, a wave 1, 2 as well. Okay, so we're gonna see this. once you break the 1-to-1 fib level, you would like to move directly to the 1.618 as a wave 3. Okay, so preferably anyway, the wave C still continue to the 1-to-1 fib level. Okay, this is your next target. So that is, of course, a move towards the upside right now. Okay, but be careful from the A, B, and a C. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Careful. Okay. All right, guys. That was for VeChain. I think I need to, to start a little bit faster because I'm tired and we still have, I don't know, Zeus. Okay. Zeus USD. Okay, I think you asked me for this before. Now I remember it. It's very sideways. Please don't ask me about it anymore. Not a healthy chart. Okay, MATIC, yes. It's a sideways, guys. Why should I trade a chart sideways? What benefit do I get from it? Just put me on the nerves. Losing my money and my portfolio. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5. Okay. Yeah, that's for MATIC. For MATIC, I see some, of course, some moves towards the upside potentially. You would like to see here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, the wave 4 is long, but your wave 2 is as well long, so it is understandable. Yeah, you would like to see double wave 2 as a wave 4. And in this case, of course, you are looking here at an A, B, and a C potentially finished. You would like to move towards the upside. Let's move inside it. On the 2-hour chart, you have, of course, a leading diagonal wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so basically you are in a good path. You're still looking for this wave 5, this blue box here between the 0.31, 0.35. But don't forget, please, that once you take the high, the risk of a finished wave 5 is there based on the structure 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So don't forget, those are, of course, the perfect target, but just by taking the high, it can claim with a finished structure as an impulse a finished wave 5. KG, thank you for today live stream. You're very welcome, MT. Most welcome, bro. All right, so now the influencer controlling some tokens in a bad way. Yes. Yeah, this is for MATIC. 1.1 hour 50. Yes, I agree, Mohammed. Some influencers, unfortunately, just take the things like, oh, I'm gonna buy this and I'm gonna influence the others. Okay, that's not ethic. All right, so for me, I don't care. To be honest, I don't care whether up or down. Even sometimes I predict myself, like I'm against my trade itself. I don't care, and everybody knows this. I mean, everyone in copy trades, for example. But it's very rare to happen because, I mean, normally I take my trade based on my analysis after my videos, but yeah, sometimes it happens. It reverses me, and okay, guys, it reversed. I have to be honest. It's Elliott wave. It's something theoretical and educational, and we cannot lie about it. Actually, well, you can, of course, you can lie if you want. Yeah, use it in a in a very very funny way, which I saw. Of course, you saw it, guys. Someone calling this. What is it here? Of course, you saw it. Someone calling this a wave 1, which it freaked me out. Wave 1, 3 waves as a wave 1. 1, 2, and then 3. This is a wave 3, by the way, as an impulse. And you're looking at the wave 4 in sideways, Wave 4 interfering with zone 1, incredible, horrible. And then wave 5, horrible. And this freaked me out. And I got all the bad comment, but this is a wave 1, this is, you know, like because unfortunately this channel, it has been obviously a long time, and of course it has some influence. And yeah, but yeah, unfortunately, what can I say, guys? All right, trade safe and know what you are looking at. That's why getting educated is the best key. Even you can correct me sometimes. Even you can correct me sometimes, and some people do it, and I feel happy about it. Like MG, for example. MG got educated. He's one of our moderators, and sometimes he sees some scenarios that, yeah, okay, I might miss this one, for example. That's why get education, guys. And of course, these videos are very educative, so you can learn a lot from it. I'm not trading. I bought some crypto when Trump F the market, okay? That's why I want parabolic move, because I don't want to get out it with loss. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a very problematic psychological trading sensations that you can have, okay? I don't want to get out. I don't want to confess that I lost it. I understand this. You can use this as a strategy sometimes, but only if you have a nice strategy and risk management. If you do, if you have this, what I'm talking about right now, if you still have a backup in your pocket and to not get out, and if you are in spot, that's fine, by the way. If your spot's okay, but if you are not in futures, then it's probably, if you are in futures, then it is problematic if you don't make a risk management. Okay, so be careful, guys. Did we broke for yes? Why my alarm didn't? Oh, he did actually. I didn't realize it. Okay, guys. Okay, it's just for the copy trades. I think, yeah, we are in profit, but I would like to of course move for higher, but I don't know why it's still moving up. Okay, I'm not gonna get out. We are still in profit. We took the, by the way, for the, yeah, we invalidate the triangle, so we're moving up soon or later, and we are in profit so far. That's cool. Right, just to take a look at it, guys. So MATIC, we did it. Pepe. Okay. Pepe. Okay, obviously correction, meaning more high. All right, still looking for higher, definitely. In Pepe, we are, of course, in ABC. Yeah, you have to be careful. This is a little bit suspicious. A, B, and a C, 3 waves. 3 waves down, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Basically, okay, you can take it here as 1, A, B, and a C wave 2. You're looking at another 1, 2 as a leading diagonal, all right? And it's time to clean up a little bit for Pepe to see what's going on here. Hi, Saad Khan. Welcome, man. I'm so tired, bro. And it's a little bit late. Sorry, bro. I'm very sorry. Maybe next time, yeah? We're gonna add visual for you, definitely. Okay, so basically we are looking at 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, potentially toward the upside, or you are in a big correction as an A, B, and a C to finish a wave 2. So be careful, keep it in mind. And okay, to finish a wave 2, and potentially bullish is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is a bullish. Always keep bullish and bearish. Okay, mini, you know, right. This is the main one. The second one, sorry, this is a lower one. This is the main one, 3, 4, and a 5. in bracket wise. Here we go. Okay, so basically what you are looking at, okay, this is a retracement. You have passed the 0.5. 0.6 is very close for a wave 2. Be careful. Okay, meaning you're getting closer to a wave 2 perfect fib levels. Now, if you are in a 1-2 here, your targets are the following: 1.618. Here we go, which it can finish exactly inside the perfect fib levels as well for a wave 2. However, if you get or reach to this far, I believe this is a wave 3, of course, and then 4 and a 5, right? So higher potential becomes that you are in an impulse. If you retrace from the 0.618 here, you have to be careful. It might be an A, B, and a C continuation toward the downside. Okay, that is for Pepe. In a bigger view, and that means, of course, an overview for the bullish and the bearish scenarios. Here we go. Basically, you have finished 5 waves toward the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You finished a leading diagonal and finished wave 1 or a wave A. You're looking for a correction 3 waves, which is impulsive first wave A. You're looking for a wave B and then C, and then continuation toward the upside. Minimum target is 0.38. It's not necessarily to move towards this price unless, one second. Okay, unless on the linear you have hit the 0.786, you're moving it toward the upside with, of course, after a W, X, Y, X, and a Z, same as Bitcoin, you might see, of course, new all-time high. This is a bullish scenario. And that means, of course, you potentially here finished a wave 2. So we can add the wave 2 anyway, or a wave B. You're moving for a wave C or a wave 3. Targets, ultimate target here. Here we go, wave C, regular flat. Well, I'm gonna remove the fib, the logarithmic fib levels. Targets are minimum this one. Okay, it's hard to say the numbers in Pepe, but these ones. Okay, 36156 after 4 zeros. All right, guys. That was for Pepe. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very, very tired. Okay, I got a headache, to be honest, because I'm talking too much and the headset is on my head the whole time. All right, so VRA USD. Before you're gonna wonder what the hell happened. Ooh. Oh, thank you for thank you, Umran, for the you made me ready for it. Okay. Oh my God. What is going on? Is that only on crypto.com this week or on every platform? Because there is difference sometimes. It might be liquidation from a platform. Oh. Okay, that's bad, guys. Bybit. Aye. Okay. We have to be careful. All right. Obviously that all of them has invalidated this impulse. And that brings us back to our previous scenario. Remember what was the previous scenario? Before I start to move toward the upside, getting confirmation from the 1.618 and getting this after it. Oh my God. This was our scenario, the ending diagonal, and it's happening. Here we go, wave 4. You're looking for a wave 5 towards the downside. And that's why never take it as altcoins, all of them moving toward the upside. Here we go, VRA is still having one more leg. After delisting, okay. What's going on with VRA, guys? Is it a good coin or not? I mean, delisting, that means something is not sounding good. So potentially I might not put VRA anymore on this channel, especially after looking at this. Yeah. And I remember with VRA on the channel, there were a lot of comments every time I put a video. They wrote scam, 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 scam. So I'm afraid that they are right, or they are the scammers themselves. Yeah, so I don't know. Be careful, guys. But basically, back to the track. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 potential targets are still there. Okay, and we might finish 1-to-1 for A, B, and a C, and then moving for higher, unless something bad happens to this coin, and of course that it doesn't move forward. Trade safe. All right, guys. So that was it. Yes, I don't know. I feel a little bit tired today, more than ever. This is I was tired the whole live stream today. I don't know why. Maybe I need a better sleeping schedule. All right, guys. So that was it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your likes and comments always, and for your support. See you in the next one. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.